Hi there. Welcome to J Advanced 2020 Solutions by Genesis. This is paper 1, section 2, question number 7. Now this is the question, and if you haven't seen the paper, I suggest you pause the video and read the question. In this question, they've given a particle of mass m that is moving in circular orbit, and his potential energy is given as F into R, where F is a positive constant. And it is mentioned that the energies are calculated using the Bohr model. Here the question asks the dependence of the nth orbit's radius and speed on n, and the correct expression for energy of the nth orbit. Now, as the question mentions that the energies are calculated using the Bohr model, the assumption of Bohr model that will come into play here is the Bohr's quantization principle. Proceeding with the question, I am representing the potential energy as U, as is the common convention. Now, as the potential energy is given as U is equal to Fr, the force is given as minus du by dr, which comes out as minus F. This minus sign signifies that the force on the particle is directed radially inward, and we can see that this force has a constant magnitude. It is this force that provides the required centripetal force for the circular motion. Thus, F is equal to mv square by r, and from Bohr's model, the magnitude of the angular momentum of the particle relative to the orbit's center is quantized as mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi, and h is the Planck's constant. Eliminating v from these two equations, we get r is equal to n power 2 by 3, h power 2 by 3 divided by 4 pi square mf whole raised to 1 by 3. And this tells us that the radius r is proportional to n power 2 by 3. Also, from the equation f is equal to mv square by r, we get f is equal to root fr by m. And this gives us that v is proportional to root r, and therefore it is proportional to n power 1 by 3. This gives us the proportionality of r and v on n. For the total energy, we see that the total energy is the sum of the kinetic and potential energies, which is half mv square plus fr. And now substituting the value of v in terms of f, we get the total energy to be 3 fr by 2. And substituting the expression for r, we get this expression for E. And this shows us that the correct options are B and C. This is a straightforward question. It has a little bit of calculation, but overall it has got no twists in it, and anybody who has read through Bohr's model will be able to do this very easily.